All right, welcome back to eSIM Studios. My name is Taylor Bell. I wanted to put out another video on the Jet Black, Samsung exclusive color Jet Black S25 Ultra. I know there's been some talk online, and boy, it seems like, my God, it seems like all the Samsung haters are out and sure are voicing their opinion on the displeasure of this device. Now, I have no idea why, although I have some theories. But I just wanted to look. The point of this video is to get everybody another look. I know this is a hot item, this jet black color. The only difference between this and the titanium black is the black border here. So the mid frame of the phone is also black, and the titanium black actually has a titanium frame, more of a light color, more of a silver color mid frame that borders around the device. However, I believe the black is the same. With the titanium black compared to the jet black. However, I might be incorrect. The jet black may be a slightly more of a matte finish or more of a matte shade, if that makes sense. Black. I don't have the titanium black obviously here to compare, but this is what you get. So I like this the best. I'm not a fan of the look, it's all personal opinion. You're going to hear me say that a couple of times in this video, and I'm not going to make this video long. I'm not going to drag it along. And we'll get into the Samsung haters here in just a second, little teaser. But this jet black, I believe, might be a slight different shade. So it might not be the exact same black that you see here on the jet black compared to the titanium black, but it's pretty close. It's pretty freaking close. Again, all the major difference is the black border, and it's all personal preference, personal opinion. I think it looks better with the black border, but hey, if you say the other one looks better, the regular titanium black, then more power to you. Again, it all depends. Where everybody's different, right? So, as you can tell, the front glass has the anti-reflective display. You can tell in the light here. See that? And let me get another phone so you can compare. Let's grab the good old iPhone 16 Pro Max that does not have an anti-glare display. So there you can tell. That's the major difference in the anti-reflective display. Now, this one looks pretty good, but you can tell this is more of the correct color. It's more of a xenon. So if you see like a brand new BMW, brand new Audi, how they have, when you see it drive by at night, it's got those like almost blue looking headlights. That's the color of my bulb behind me, is the like xenon looking blue. So this is more of a true color. This is not even, well, it's more yellow in the iPhone, but let's compare it. Let's turn it off and compare it to, and you can see right there as well. You can see the difference in the anti-reflective. Now that's Apple. Let me grab another Samsung product. This is last year's S24 Plus. Does not have the anti-reflective display, and you can see an example right there. So, perfect example of just how well it reduces the glare from the device. So, let's see. So, getting into this phone, right? Absolute joy to use. It seems like with, I was thinking earlier today, it seems like with this release of this device, I've seen more negative comments about this specific device than honestly any other phone I can remember at launch, even more than iPhone, right? Because when iPhones get launched, what is the most common thing people say? oh, it's the same phone. They've been putting it out for 6 straight years. True. I mean, obviously, they have the design language. I mean, if it's not broke, don't fix it, right? But they do add the camera capture button, which I've never even used. But look, is it 100%? No, but basically, is it the same? Yes. Getting to this, so Samsung's kind of getting to that level where they have not had this design language for as long as Apple, but Samsung, I'm going to at you in this video. You're getting to the point where people are starting to bitch and complain, like when the iPhones launch. Now, it's kind of a good and bad thing. It's good because, hey, it's making some noise, right? I mean, it's definitely getting your attention. Even if somebody wasn't interested in getting a new phone, they see all this Samsung hate online, like, what? Did a new phone come out? Sure enough, a new phone came out. And what do you know? They're going to look into it. Might even watch this video. And my advice to you is if you're looking for an all-round badass phone, I mean, badass. I'm trying to think of some other words, and I have a bunch of words in my mind that I can pull from. But it's just a great phone. And look, I'll be the first one. I'll be the first one to tell you, no phone is perfect. There's always something that, in my opinion, you could add upon, you could improve, you could add to. No, there is no such thing as a perfect phone. Now, I'm going to go back and mention, I think I've seen more hate as far as this phone is concerned, getting comments, everything from the Bluetooth, from Samsung removing the Bluetooth functionality from the S Pen. Speaking of, look at this. I wish the S Pen was black. That's one thing I don't like. Again, no phone's perfect. If I had a perfect S25 Ultra, I would have a black S Pen. But that's just me. This is kind of like a cream color. I don't know why they didn't color match. I think it was 2 years ago they color matched the S Pen. And last year they did not. And this year they certainly did not. So you get a light colored S Pen. It does have a black tail end here that color matches the phone, right? But again, and I wish it was on the right side as well, but it is what it is. So when you get up there in hate, when you get up there in attention, when it's causing this much stir online, is it for good reason? Maybe. Are all of the negative comments fair? Not all, but some are. And look, I'll admit, them taking Bluetooth off of the S Pen was not a big deal to me. And it's actually surprising me how many people are commenting about this Bluetooth S Pen thing. Look, I've gone through the numbers. Less than 7% of the Ultra users, of users that have an S Pen, less than 7%. I think it was 6.2 or 6.4, something like that. Even used the Bluetooth air gestures on the S Pen. And I think it was right around half the people that even bought the phone didn't even use the S Pen. So I think all of those 6.4% of people that use those air gestures on the S Pen are commenting now online. It's not a big deal. You can snap photos with your hand, raising your palm. You can say cheese. There's a number of other code words and gestures you can do to control that camera, video or still photo. So it's not a big deal. Now, you have to understand why they did this. So Samsung had to remove a couple of features because of the CPU. The Snapdragon the Snapdragon 8 Elite is 30% more expensive for Samsung. To buy a CPU, to buy that specific CPU and put it in here, per CPU, 30% more. So if Samsung has to spend more money putting all the parts together in this phone, and they want to keep the price the same, they did not want to raise the prices on us, the end user, and they want to keep right around the same profit margin per phone, Well, that 30% more from your CPU is going to cut into your profit margin, right? So if they want to keep, so if they kept Bluetooth on here, they would have had to raise the price for you at the end. And you know what? If they would have kept Bluetooth and raised the price, you know what? There would have been a ton of other people bitching and complaining about them raising the price. Well, it's like, so which one do you want? Now, don't blame this on Samsung. The blame needs to go on Qualcomm. The blame needs to go on TSMC. I don't know which one specifically. TSMC makes the CPU. Qualcomm just designs it. So I don't know technically where the blame should lie with Qualcomm or with TSMC, the manufacturer of the CPU. But it's whoever's fault it is. It's 30% more expensive for Samsung to buy the Snapdragon 8 Elite than the previous version, Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. So Samsung is trying to keep you all happy, keep everybody happy by keeping the price the same, right? So it is what it is. And it just surprised me that so many people were complaining about them. Oh, the Bluetooth S Pen. Who cares? I didn't use it, and I guarantee you didn't use it either. And if you did, well, you must be one of the 6% of users that used it. So, but like I said, don't let that get... Okay, if you're looking at this phone, just look at it this way. If you're thinking about getting this phone and upgrading, and believe me, I'm not trying to sell you this phone. I'm not trying to sell it or not sell it. I'm just giving you my personal opinions and thoughts. And I'm not going to do an unboxing with this because the unboxings are boring, right? You get a box and you get a cable and that's about it. But I wanted to show off this color again. If you look at it this way, don't look at the previous generations, right? Don't look at the S24 Ultra. Don't look at many other phones. Just think of this phone in a vacuum, so to speak, meaning the vacuum sucks everything else around this phone away, and you just have this phone without any other outside, influences, right? Just this phone. Would you buy it? Is this a great phone? And I must say, I've been using it for the last few days. This phone is awesome. Everything about it, I love. Are the cameras as good as the Pixel? I'm in the middle of compiling a video. I want to do the Google Pixel 9 Pro XL video in photo test versus the S25 Ultra, and I'm compiling some photos. I still am, and I'm going to put a video out shortly comparing the two, because the cameras are the same minus one sensor, which is the 50 megapixel sensor, ultra wide they upgraded. Are from my early testing, is the camera quality, meaning video and photo, has it improved over the S24 Ultra? Now, I told you, look at this in a vacuum, but we'll get back to that in a second. Let me just get this out of the way. Yes, I believe the camera quality over my S24 Ultra from the photos I've been taking in videos, the camera quality has improved. Now, if you've been a subscriber to this channel, you would know we sort of anticipated that, right? The new Snapdragon 8 Elite has a new ISP, image signal processing unit, and it is far better than the one on the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. So it processes it, the sensors might be the same, but it processes that image way better than the previous generation. So you should get improved quality on your photos, on your videos. And I will put that in my video review of this device and the camera comparisons. So yes, the image and video is better than the previous version, while generally maintaining the same sensors. Now, the Pixel 9 Pro XL still is the king of photo and video. Now, I know there's a Vivo, X9 or whatever, that's number one in photo quality, video quality. But the Google Pixel 9 Pro XL is the only one, is number two in the world, technically. But you can't buy the number one phone in the United States, right? I think it's only sold outside the US. So the very best phone for pictures and videos is the Pixel 9 Pro XL. That's what I'm filming on right now. Is the Pixel 9 Pro XL a better taking photos than this? Yes. I'll just put it simply, yes. I've from my initial testing so far, the Pixel 9 Pro XL does take better photos, and I'm still up in the air with video, but definitely with pictures, I believe the Pixel takes the crown. But that's not to put this to shame. It takes better photos than the S24 Ultra, and it will, 99% of the people, you will be completely satisfied with the photo and image quality on this device. Now, let's go back to that vacuum. Let's take all that, everything around this phone away. Let's take all the haters away. Let's take the Pixel away that I was talking about. Let's even take the S24 Ultra away that I was talking about. If you just look at this phone, if I handed you this phone and you were unaware of everything, of iPhone, Samsung, and just you were briefly aware of some generic devices, and I just handed you this phone, and I said, yo, use this for a week. I'll get back with you next weekend, and we can meet up. You can get it back, or I can get it back, and let me know what your thoughts are. I guarantee you, when you hand this phone back to me in a week, you're going to say, damn, I don't want to give this thing up. Like, it's guys, it's pretty freaking good. I mean, it's damn near perfect. It's not perfect, I know that, but it's close. Big, bright, beautiful screen. Huge screen, beautiful screen. One UI 7, still getting used to, but the screen is great, right? It doesn't have the issue. Remember the 24 Ultra was released last year. Oh, it's so grainy. Something wrong with the display. No, this one's good. No issues here. So the display, very, very nice. Got it on Vivid, and let me cool it out here. That's how I like it. There we go. Vivid and cool. And let's turn this on QHD. Okay. So the screen, you know, it's going to be badass. It is a Samsung display. Nonetheless, it is the same display. It is a 2024 display, meaning it's not their absolute latest and greatest and cutting edge screen. But last year's screen was badass. Now, this year with the new processor makes this screen even better. Just going back to the cameras, as I mentioned, just having a new, more powerful, more efficient CPU can improve the camera quality, can improve the display. You'll be amazed at what just adding a brand new CPU can do to your device. And this is a perfect example. Camera quality, pretty freaking good. Not the absolute best, but it's pretty freaking good. You're going to get great videos. You're going to get great still photos. Call quality, I'm going to test that. I've seen a lot of people asking about call quality, which I haven't gotten much requests on previous devices, but look, 70% of people that bought an S25 purchased the Ultra model. 70%. So 7 out of 10 people that bought, whether it's an S25, S25 Plus, or S25 Ultra, 7 out of 10 people got the Ultra. So this is the most popular device, and you see why. It's a beautiful device. Very nice, and it is what it is. So I just want to let people know, I'm not trying to change. Look, if you don't like this device, that's cool. I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm not trying to say you're wrong, I'm right. Everybody has their own opinion, and look, if you don't like it, that's fine. Like, I don't like some stuff that you may like, right? And that's fine. That's what makes everybody different. But who I'm trying to get to is the crowd or the group of people that are kind of on the fence. They're like, damn, I got an S24 Ultra. Should I upgrade? Well, that's up to you, right? Obviously, money comes down to a lot of factors, right? If you got the money and you can shell it out, you can upgrade. I believe a trade-in's like $900. So I think it's about $400 with a S24 Ultra. If you trade that in on Samsung.com, you got to pay $400 extra bucks and you get this device. So you have to. That's only a decision you can make. But I'm kind of putting this out there for the people that are on the fence, right? I got S23 Ultra. Should I upgrade? I got S22 Ultra. Should I upgrade? You know, the farther out you get, the more likely I would recommend you to upgrading. If you got the S24 Ultra and you're satisfied with it, hey, no harm, no foul. You're good to go with the S24 Ultra. But I've been seeing a lot of hate out here on this device, and I don't understand why. Honestly, I just don't get it. This is a great device. The Bluetooth thing, not a big deal. Honestly, again, less than 7% of people used it. So I think there's a lot of people out there that didn't even use it that still want to say, well, they took away Bluetooth and they shouldn't be downgrading stuff. And look, technically you're true, but you have to pull the curtains back. You got to see why they did that. Again, I don't even think Samsung's to blame. I think it goes past Samsung. They're trying to keep the price the same. And again, you have to ask yourself that question. Okay, so if you did want a Bluetooth S Pen, are you suitable paying 50 extra bucks instead of $12.99, and you want to pay $13.49? Or instead of paying $12.99, you want to pay $13.99? Right? That's what it comes down to. So, again, I think it's not a big deal. And most people again, S Pen works. Like, it'll still work. It'll even hover. It'll do all that stuff. Like, it's just an S Pen, just without going this and this and this. So what? Everything works fine. Not a big deal. And again, it does hover right across the screen. See that? So, I mean, it still has air functionality. It just doesn't have gesture functionality, right? It still has a button on here, right? So it still has functions that you can see. You can program all these functions here with this. It still has a button on here that you can fart around with, that you can tool around with, and all this is customizable. You can customize the double tap. You can customize the single tap. You can even customize a triple tap. You can customize a long press and hold. You can customize a double tap long press hold. So this is very customizable. It's not just like some rinky-dink piece of plastic they put in there. This still has functionality. The only thing they removed was if you're in photos and you want to go between the two, all they did was, damn it, well, you get the point. All they did was, if you're on a photo, going like this and it changes photo, going like that and it changes a photo, going like that or this or that. That's basically all they removed. That's not a big deal. Again, still has hover. All right? Still has a button with functionalities that's programmable. So, again, I don't see what the big deal is, but that's just me. If you think I'm an idiot, please let me know in the comments. What I really want to know is, here's what I want to know, and please just write, all you got to do is write a 2 or 3 word comment, and I'll get out of here on this. Okay. If you were one of the people that wished they did not remove Bluetooth from the S Pen, meaning if you wished this S25 Ultra still had a Bluetooth S Pen, would you be okay with paying $50 extra or possibly $100 extra? Because that's what it would cost. It would cost you anywhere, probably about $50, I believe, somewhere right around there. Because remember, not only do they have to add that not only do they have to add a Bluetooth in here into the pen, they also have to have be able to charge it from inside the phone, and then they have to write the code inside here for the Bluetooth and operating system, and then they have to get it Bluetooth certified. So all that, I think, roughly comes out to $50 or $60 on top. Is that okay? If you are one of the ones that wanted Samsung to keep the Bluetooth S Pen, would you be okay paying $60 extra for the device? And if you're one of the ones that don't care like me, let me know, because I want to see how many people out there really care about this Bluetooth S Pen thing. Or check this out. If there's something else on here that you wish they would have upgraded, like more sensors, I think they should have put better sensors on here. Well, it's pretty freaking good. I mean, from what I've seen, and I'll show you, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm going to do a video review of photos, videos, and compared to the Pixel 9 Pro XL. That is the video picture king here in the USA. Let me know. Is there something I'm missing that you don't like about it? Because I don't see much. I don't see much not to like about this phone, if you get the drift. Like, I don't see what the big deal is. This is a freaking badass phone. And I don't see where all this hate. I think some people just hate Samsung. Some people are just Apple fanboys. And look, I am officially hashtag Team Pixel. But I love Samsung. I'm a Samsung fanboy. I'm a Pixel fanboy. I love OnePlus, right? I got 2 OnePlus phones. Actually, I had 3 13s. And nothing. I'm a Nothing fanboy, right? March 4th, the Nothing Phone 3A comes out. So I'm going to stay up till 4 a.m. and grab me one of those when they get launched. So I love these devices, and I don't really see where all this hate is coming from. So please let me know in the comments. I'll shut up and get out of here. Please let me know in the comments what you feel about this. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Let me know, because I need to get like another perspective. Maybe I'm missing something. I don't know what's going on, but this is a badass phone. Like, hands down, this is probably the best phone you can get. It's that good. So appreciate it, and subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna record some case reviews right now. Screen protector review, gonna put on there, and we got about 30 cases coming on the. We have about 30 cases on the way. So, and that's just right now. So stay tuned to the channel. If you got a Samsung, subscribe. iPhone, Pixel, Nothing, OnePlus, we got all those devices. So we are everything mobile tech over here. So appreciate the time, and I'll see you all in the comments. Peace.